Welcome back to another episode of the Noobs and Boob podcast. As always, I'm Riddle. That man over there in the monkey manky is Ranzi.
What's happening?
Richard, or if you want to call him Daddy, that's a little weird, but Richard is the orange bastard above me.
I didn't do it. I'm innocent. He was willing. What? Hi.
Okay, and then the little girl in the top right hand corner is Jelly.
Hello, everybody.
Now, for episode 3, I have a question for you guys. And we'll start with Randy, work our way around. Do you guys remember the last time you farted?
Oh yeah, dude, I fart every fucking day. I
The
mean, that's
last
just a
time.
hobby of mine.
The last time.
The last time, yeah, it was probably like 20 minutes ago, and you guys got to listen to it without even realizing you were. I snuck
Okay.
attack you guys.
Richard, what about
Yeah.
you?
A couple of minutes ago.
No, you don't have to tell me when. Just if you remember the last time.
Oh well,
You
I
said
mean,
it was the last
yes,
time.
I do.
Oh,
I
Okay.
do remember.
Okay,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. How about you?
Jelly.
Do you remember?
Oh yeah, you guys know me. I'm the fart machine.
All right. With
Yeah,
that
'cause you
said,
ain't
I want to
pooping.
ask you all a question, since you guys know. Describe to me, in a movie title, how that fart was.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me look at movie titles.
Oh man, it's Gone with the Wind.
Oh, I thought you meant like a trailer-like thing. Okay, never mind.
Gone with the Wind, man. It was there and then it was gone, and you never even knew.
Nice.
Here comes the boom. I just googled it.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like big farts come from small packages. You're like tiny as
Go
shit,
with-
so.
I'm gonna go with the thing,
Ooh, yo, I don't know how I feel about that.
Hmm.
especially when it smells really rotten when it comes out, which is
Ugh.
pretty rare. But when it does, and I'm wondering, what the fuck did I eat that just came to life and then died inside of me and then started rotting?
Mine would probably be paranoia.
Oh no.
It's like one of those where it's like, was that a shit or was that a fart?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Don't you hate those when you think when you're farting, then suddenly it feels like you're about to shit, and you have to be so careful with it?
Because I ate probably like 2 pounds of broccoli yesterday.
Oh, you built
I'm
up with methane.
fiberlicious right now. You know what I'm saying?
Fiberlicious. Yo, that should be like your rapper name, bro.
Hey,
You
what's
know,
Yeah, he's been dropping the shit since 1996.
he's been dropping hot shit left and right.
Yeah.
oh, the Hershey squirts?
You know, speaking of which, I always told
Number one
myself
album.
if I was ever going to become a rapper, I came up with my name already and my whole thing. So my first name would be Lofa and my last name would be Red. I'll be like, I'm the whitest motherfucker you ever knew. I'm like a pizza, you know, go white and cheesy, and like just run across the board with it. I would be the whitest rapper to ever exist.
Man,
So,
you're already hitting my gag reflex all the way from Texas.
so Lil Dicky, huh?
Little Dicky, yo, I would confront Little Dicky. I'll have a rap off and I'll lose because that's how white I am.
Be like, that cologne are you guys over there smells good.
Smell like Adidas, looking ass bitch.
Like, you know what? I don't got time for this. I gotta go do my taxes.
Go do my taxes. Go to therapy. Go get some Chick-fil-A.
Get divorced.
Get
Get you Whitney
divorced.
Wappa Wappa.
Go to work 9 to 5, 6 days a week. Take advantage by my boss.
Oh, hot.
Get my
Not
wife pregnant and
sexually.
divorce her, but still stay as the daddy.
Oh, co-parent. That's right. That's hard as fuck.
Yeah, PTA meetings, bitch.
Buying candy
Nice.
and flowers all the fucking time.
Yeah, we're really going here. We should probably get a group going. You know, we could be like some little rap group. Yo, we be the softest motherfuckers in the street.
Yeah, over here
They'll
with my
pay us
fanny
to
pack,
stop
bitch.
singing.
Yo, call.
Especially
Yo, my
me.
boy Manny Pet, and I'm Gogurt. What's up?
I
Yo,
love
let's get our
fanny
boy
packs.
Mangina.
Buy me a peppermint flavored condom, bitch.
Oh shit,
I don't know what to say.
that's cool.
Peppermint flavored
So,
condoms?
Wait, what?
Go ahead, Randy.
What
That
did we say, Riddle?
no, I was gonna say, wait, peppermint condoms? Yo, I don't know if I would.
Flavored.
Flavored? Yo, you know what I've always thought about, and it kind of freaked me out, and I'm probably overthinking this. Is like you think about flavored condoms, right? If you had sex with a chick with a flavored condom, like, does that fuck their shit up, or like, are they good? I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. It's not. It's just like an artificial flavoring that doesn't do nothing. Like
That doesn't. I.
peppermint pop rocks. Like
Probably
I'm
gonna make
sorry.
their
The
coochie
fuck?
stink.
yeah, they
Probably.
they make peppermint pop rocks. And
Well, you just suck the flavor off first.
as soon as I saw the peppermint pop rocks, the only thing I was thinking is like, man, that makes that pussy taste fresh.
Yo, and cuts it the fuck up. Pop rocks? The fuck?
Yo, you know pop rocks was supposed to be freeze dried soda?
Oh,
Yo, that is pretty wild. That's actually like the more you know.
Yeah, the fact of the day, bitch.
Ah,
Like Lysol used to be
fucking
a
pop rocks.
douche.
You know, I've always wanted to be that kid that ate like a full pack of Mentos and drank like a 2-liter bottle of Coke and watch what happened to me, you know?
Well, you would
Hmm.
watch yourself happening. I mean, you would watch it on the ceiling, the floor, the walls.
Dude, yo, rocket propel be like some scary movie shit, slinging the walls and whatever and ceilings.
Right?
it
Hmm.
never occurred to me to use a flavor condom to fuck flavor into something.
Flavor
What are you over
infused.
here
It's
fucking a
how do you
grapefruit? The fuck?
yeah,
Well, you're talking
how
about
do you
making
think
a
they make
pussy taste fresh or whatever by fucking
hmm,
it with that rock candy
No,
condom
no,
thing.
that's not.
rock
It's not a condom. It's rock
rocket?
candy. And you like basically what it does is it pops when it gets wet. So you would throw it on the vagina, right, and it like
What the
vibrate.
fuck?
Hold on, no,
Oh,
it, yeah,
The
it
power of Christ compels you. Just pelt the bitch with pop rocks.
basically, yeah, it just vibrates her pussy, right?
I don't know if that'd be the word to use, the verb to use. Vibrate. Could you imagine just like fucking
Some
throwing pop
rumbling
rocks
in
in
the
the
vagina.
vagina and all of a sudden.
I wonder what happens if you put it in an ass. Does it help it dilate faster? Would it?
What the fuck, guys? I mean, I'm usually
What?
with it for this fucked up conversations, but this is something entirely different. You guys are talking about taking flavored salt pellets and pelting
It's
buttholes and
not
vaginas
salt.
with them. Yo,
And
it
you,
might as well be
okay,
at that point.
okay,
That shit's
fine.
sharp.
We'll get back on topic. Let me ask you a question. If you could have
Right.
anything in the world, you can have anything in the world, right?
Mhm.
But everyone else has 10 times the amount. What would you want?
STDs.
Eternal youth. Oh, Jesus Christ, Randy. I'll give you my 10 times worth of STDs if you do that.
That means that you can't have sex with anybody because they would have 10
Fuck, that's
times
right.
more.
I was thinking from the other end of it, like, haha, fuck you. I only have one. You guys have all of them.
But now you can't fuck. Yeah, but then if you fuck somebody, you get
But
all
then
of
they're
them.
just
No, you
fucking
have
each other, and
11.
I'm the odd man out. Like, oh, we can't have sex with you. You only have one. You're not cool enough to have like the collective. Yo, I
Oh,
just
don't worry.
fucked
I'll give
myself.
mine to you.
Okay, yeah, well, that's
You
your
will not
answer.
be left out.
Let's see.
Jesus.
Richard, what about you?
Eternal youth. I don't give a shit if someone else has 10 times that because, hey, as long as I got it and I can get my rocks off and be young and good looking, yeah.
Okay, okay, Jelly.
Um, I don't want to say stuff that I really want because then I would be jealous that everybody has 10 times more. So I would say unlimited travel miles.
Okay. Depression.
See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you can weaponize this question
Yeah, you
because
could.
I gotta be
It's a
real.
loaded question.
Yeah, I really hate people. So
What
like, I'm
what
like, you
what
know
if you want
what?
the happiness?
What if I want the happiness side? Then like,
No, you just said happiness. That's what you want. But everyone else is 10 times as happy, but you can't rate happiness on a scale.
I mean, yo, Prozac Nation says otherwise.
Same thing as something like youth. Can't even
Yeah.
quantify that at all. Well, it's just why I went with that one.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can't really win with that question. I'm like, what would I want that I don't mind having less of? And you know what? Just humans in general, they're greedy as fuck. So of course I'm like, well, I have one, but they have 10. Fuck that.
Huh. Okay.
Um,
Actually, how about
I don't know.
this? They have 10 times the amount you want. So, say you said, I want 3 inches more on my dick. Now they get 30 inches. They can't even
Yo,
use
God
theirs.
oh, I'm
damn!
pretty sure there's
No
a
one would want to
porno out
have sex
there.
with them though.
Here's my
Yo, because
point.
you just No,
No, Randy
I
gets
think
all the women.
no,
Yeah,
no, no,
because all the
no.
other guys' dicks would fall off. Jesus, because they'd be so damn big.
It wraps
Yo,
around him
that's the
like
best
Goku.
part is like fucking the side effect is women grow dicks too. So they all have dicks
Oh,
everywhere, just dicks
that's
flopping.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're using them as belts, like Goku does his tail in Dragon Ball. It's just wrapped
They wouldn't
around
need
him.
What
to wrap
about
them
tied.
what about like kidney stones? One sucks, but
Ugh,
could you imagine having a metric fuck ton of them?
bro, no.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a bad person, but I'm coming up with the other side of the spectrum here.
Why don't you just say cure for cancer?
But they'll have 10, and then what is my single one worth? You see quantity, man.
Yeah.
It makes a
But why
difference.
do you want to be famous over the cure for cancer if everyone has
Why
it?
wouldn't you?
But the thing is, everyone would have it.
But they're like, I have more cameras than you do, and I'd be like,
Why would
okay,
it matter?
I don't know, dude. Maybe you don't want chemo. Maybe you want a spa day,
How
or
about a
maybe you
bottle
want.
of water? That way it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I got a bottle of water. Well, I got 10. Well,
I
okay,
got
thanks
It's
very
air.
great
much.
though. Pick something awesome like I did that also just can't be quantified, so that you still win.
Everything can be quantified. You kidding me? As
Not
humans, we
you.
are obsessed with finding ways to measure things. Time,
How do you
distance,
quantify eternal youth?
age, man.
But the age is irrelevant because you're eternally young.
Right, but yo, you know what? I'm gonna find some sort of physicist or psychologist and question them for that and see what their response is.
The
I
only
feel
thing
like
that would
there's
matter
always a
at
way
that
to
point
measure.
is mental
Actually, how
age.
about this? One flaw.
Hmm. Well, flaw would I want that
No,
other
no,
people
just
would have
no,
10
no, no,
of?
no, no, no. You wish for just one flaw. It doesn't matter what
I
the
have
flaw
more
is,
than enough.
but
I
then
don't need to
everyone would
wish
have
for
10.
another one.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
I don't
no.
know why
You
the
wish for
fuck.
just one flaw.
Okay,
Then
In
everyone
what?
else would have 10.
Uh,
okay.
oh, so you would eliminate all of your own flaws except one.
Yeah, but you don't know which one.
Okay.
It could be your insecurity.
I mean, if I had to pick one, narcissism, man. That's a flaw, but you always narcissist. So,
You get rid of your narcissism, but everyone else, like,
oh no, I'd keep mine. Fuck it. You know what? I don't like these questions. They're all over the fucking place.
they're not
I
all
would
Fucking,
get
if you
rid
could
of
have
my
10
I would get rid of my
pizzas
stomach
for
fat.
one taco.
Wait, you could be like, I want to lose 10 pounds. Now everyone else lost 100. They're practically
They're just
anorexic.
fucking,
Exactly,
yeah.
they're gone, so I'm gonna be the only sexiest person in this planet.
Be like the only woman
Everyone
with.
else looks like an Ethiopian except the
Oh
Ethiopians
yeah.
who are all dead.
I keep eating all these flies and I just don't get any thicker.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Somehow they've contracted the toad disease where their tongue is just.
Oh shit.
How
I'm
many
pretty
dicks do I
sure.
have to suck until I get my protein back?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we just pissed off the entire country of Ethiopia
It's
or
okay.
region.
They won't
Whatever.
get this for another 3 years.
Oh,
I was just kind of thinking something that terrible. It's like, how would they afford to be able to listen to it anyway?
you know what really fucks me up about like countries like third world countries like Ethiopia and how many others is, and I'm sure you guys have heard something about this, maybe not, but with the NFL, when it comes time to the Super Bowl, right? They make jerseys, victory jerseys for both sides. Obviously the winners of the Super Bowl get those jerseys, right? And we're talking NFL football for anyone who doesn't know. But for the losers' jerseys are donated to third world countries. Can you imagine being in a third world country, right? And you get a jersey of a loser as a fucking gift, and you're walking around with some fucking half-ass jersey that
Fucking
doesn't fucking
bears.
matter. Like you haven't lost enough. You hit the lottery of being born in a third world country, but now they're like, hey, you know what? Here you go, winner, champ, and they give you like a loser's fucking jersey.
It's
Not
a
even worth
fucking
anything.
Colts jersey.
It's like, it's like fucking
Cowboys.
fucking Browns.
Bears.
Redskins.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But that's a football team in
Fine, but I'm
Virginia.
just like I wouldn't mind a Viking.
Okay.
Ravens,
Respect. See, I always feel like a
Saints.
winner and a loser. I mean, Denver, man. I mean, they're not doing bad now, but
Hey,
gosh,
Titans are moving up. I'm saying.
yeah.
Anyway,
Anywho,
let me ask you a question.
hmm.
What's one of your biggest insecurities? Since
Oh
we just talked about
man.
insecurities a second ago.
Yeah, since let's make this a negative episode.
God.
With a positive
Negative
note, you're gonna die soon.
one. Oh, okay.
I
I
think
don't know.
my
I
biggest
think.
one is
Mhm.
the
Hold on, let's go
might be a
one at
bit.
a time.
Yeah, go ahead, Richard. You can
Yeah.
take first. Yeah.
I think my biggest one is, though might be a bit lame, is after you die, do you even exist? That scares me more than anything
I mean,
else.
is that an insecurity?
Are you talking
Well,
like personal insecurities about who we are as people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Like, what
I
makes
don't.
you you, but you're like insecure about?
Part of my personality is simply being insecure because of all the
Mm.
shit that runs in my family.
Genetics. Okay. Yeah, we could run with that one. All right.
yeah.
I would have to definitely say my temper because my temper gets the best of me sometimes. And like before I could even hit the brakes, I already went from A to Z, and now I just have to ride that train. And the worst part is I'm really intelligent, right, as a person. But when I get mad, my IQ just drops and plummets, and I become like a dumb fuck. So someone will say some insult, but like, yeah, well, fuck you, and I'm like, 2 hours later, I'm sitting there thinking the hypothetical conversation the entire time of all the smart shit I could have said to him, but I turned into fucking Conan.
Oh, so while we're
Yeah,
on the subject, hey, Randy,
I
what do you think
become
of
a
boba
complete
tea?
retard when I panic.
No, we're not gonna go there. Anyway,
Yeah.
jelly. What about you?
I guess I would say my non-empathetic self.
Aw.
Like, what do you mean?
I'm not very empathetic. Like I don't have empathy for people a lot. Like if
You're a little cute little sociopath.
it's
Oh,
like
I
I'm
understand that.
learning I'm learning in a way, but I'm very honest. Like so like if some guy was supposed to go up to me and tell me that he's thinking about killing himself, obviously I'd be like, well, that's stupid. I don't know why you would fucking do that. That sucks. People care about you, but if you're not gonna listen to shit I say, then why I don't know why you message me.
No. I mean,
I
I
don't.
agree with her. Like,
Really?
no. Here's the thing. It's like
Oh.
I can't tell you how to live your life, right?
Mm.
Like, I have no control over what you do, and if
Mm.
you do it, I don't have to deal with the consequences. I shouldn't have to worry about.
Well, okay, there's a difference with that
Well,
because
hold on,
I'm just
Hold
saying.
on.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me keep going.
Okay.
The whole
Okay.
killing your thing. If you say you're gonna kill yourself, I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, don't. Right? I can't control
Uh.
you from doing it, but if you do
Mm.
it, I mean, I can't
Mm.
stop you from doing it. You know? Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
The
be
way
mean.
I
sad.
see
I'm gonna
it,
be sad, but I mean, in the long run, it's not gonna matter.
Wow, we are totally on the other side of the totem pole on this
Well,
one.
because
I
for,
feel.
cause for me,
Mm.
here, let me just finish what I had to say. But
Yeah.
I've had a person come up to me and he like literally messaged me and was just like, oh, I broke up with my girlfriend.
Froze.
No, 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 no. I broke up with my girlfriend and I don't know what to do with my life anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, just in a couple of months, shit will get better. It's not like, I was just like, you don't have to depend on her. And then he was like, I lost everything, I don't even have a room with AC to live in, all this stuff. I'm like, well, technically, I was just like, you moved in with her. And she was the one who was supporting you for the longest time. I was like, you can't get mad about the fact that she had a job and she took care of you, you know. And he just was all like, I gave him a pep talk basically saying, just why don't you work on yourself, get better, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry, you can get sexy as fuck and then you can get all the bitches that you want. And then he's like, I don't want to live anymore. I was like, then why'd you talk to me if you made it up in your mind that you're gonna kill yourself or get whatever, and you still want this pep talk from me? Like I'm here telling you that people do give a shit about you. You still have a kid in your life, but you're just gonna just at the end of all of this, you're just gonna be like, I just don't care anymore. Like you waste. I basically told him you wasted my time. If you already have this set in your head, then go ahead and do it. You don't need someone to talk to you. That's how I
Okay.
feel about it. It's just, I give this pep talk and you're like, I don't care anymore. I'm like, well, then what's the point of bothering me then?
Okay. Well, first off, that's a lot to digest. Secondly,
Ooh.
holy shit, Jelly, fucking monologue of fucking like holy shit. Okay, let's back this up a little bit, just a smidge. You know what, Richard, you had something to say. I'm gonna take a minute on that one.
Okay. Well, the way I see it, couple of points here. One is people who genuinely are suicidal, considering how very strong the survival instinct is in us to live, to exist, and persist. You'd have to be, the way I see it, pretty broken and genuinely crazy to be willing to actually kill yourself and to go through with such a monumental act. Um, and I don't think people who are genuinely crazy deserve to be judged. They just need help. For those who are just using it for
Like attention.
emotional blackmail, I have absolutely no sympathy for those kinds of people. Though maybe they're psycho or sociopaths and they're just also genuinely sick and they need help or to be stopped or whatever. Um, and for those, and some people, they're just in such a terrible mood. They're just simply venting. They just need someone to talk to. They're not necessarily looking for feedback. They just need someone to confide in and share their feelings with, and they're not
Purge their
necessarily
poison
asking
out of
for
them.
advice.
Yeah.
And they're just simply caught up in that mood, and once it passes, they just start thinking straight again, and they're not in that mindset anymore. They just need to process it.
All right.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
That, that's understandable. I'm like, he's fine now. He has a new girlfriend. It's just,
Alright.
see, he got a
I don't
new.
know why you're coming to me. I was like, I told him, I'm the worst person for you to come to for this kind of shit.
Well, clearly, no
Okay,
offense. Holy
so
shit, I ain't coming to you for my emotional baggage.
Jelly's insecurity is she's got no empathy.
Fuck.
All right.
Alright. Well, we took a weird turn down there. Okay.
Let's see. Mine. I have a
Yeah.
I have. It's more authority issues, but also stupidity issues.
Ooh.
Like
Oh.
I can't deal with stupid people. Like
That's kind of
like
Yeah.
if
insecurity,
something
though.
that's common sense.
Mhm.
Like when you come up to me and you're looking at me and you're like, and you got your phone in your hand, right? And you ask me a question.
Mhm.
Because obviously you've done everything in the power to figure out the answer, except
Okay.
ask the fucking phone.
Mhm.
No, no, I'm being dead serious. Like, why come
I'm
to me
I'm
and ask
hearing
me
you.
a
Yeah.
question when you could just ask your phone?
You see, I don't know. I can understand that. Like, I cannot stand stupid people, but I also am a firm believer that everyone learns things differently. Like, there's different types of learners, right? Some people need to hear from someone else. Some people need to look it up on their phone and read it. Some people need like a visual cue. Like, if someone's sitting there and they know themselves deep enough to know that, like, hey, I'm gonna check my phone, I'm gonna read it. I'm still not gonna have a fucking clue what the fuck to do.
Okay,
Then at that point, yeah, I mean,
but
if
Randy,
what? Yo, I had to listen
how
to
do
all
you?
your
I know,
monologues.
but listen,
I'm
just this will just solve it all. How do you spell
yeah.
seasoning?
Are you actually asking me? Because I could tell you right
No,
now.
that's the stupid question.
Okay, well, fine. I mean, you weren't being specific though, were you?
Like it's
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
understandable. Like,
some people don't know how to spell seasoning.
hey, is
maybe
this supposed
someone
to
don't
rain?
know.
Hey, is this supposed to
Yo,
rain tomorrow?
lack of empathy is even putting you in your place. Some people have like fucking learning disabilities and don't know how to
Well,
spell
yeah, I
shit. Need
told I
help.
told you I'm working on my empathy. I'm
Okay,
just
okay,
saying.
obviously,
Yeah,
okay,
get that
obviously. But
practicing,
all
girl.
I'm
I'm
saying
fucking rooting for
is,
you.
if you have a phone in your hand 24/7 and you can't figure out a basic common knowledge of, hey,
Hmm.
Google, hey Siri, fucking something.
Okay.
I think that's a
To
stupid
be
I.
thing.
honest, if
No,
I'm lazy,
okay,
I'd rather just ask somebody if I'm already talking to them.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
generally, if I'm on
it's
my
out of the
own, yeah, I'll
blue.
just fucking Google it.
Okay. Whatever. I mean. I don't know. To each their own on that one. My whole thing with stupidity is this: is
Do
that
you know when the
like
Berlin Bridge was
you
built?
motherfucker, you cut me off again, and I'm gonna tell all these people how you're a dirty little fucking asshole. Not kidding.
No, no,
I'll tell you.
You already did.
I'll tell all your secrets.
okay, that's fine.
No.
But hey, when was the Berlin
Ah, you
Bridge built?
motherfucker. Oh. All I was gonna say is like there's this difference with stupidity, right? Like that, like I'm a firm believer that there's no such thing as like a dummy question, right? If you sincerely have a question and you don't know, by all means, you're welcome to ask me. Leave in the chat below. I'll try to answer any questions you have. But there's a difference when you ask a question and you get an answer, a response, but you're so arrogant that you refuse to accept any other answer but what you think. I think that's fucking stupidity. Like no one knows everything, and the only way you learn is from other people, right? So, but if you're not willing to accept new information and knowledge in your life, then yeah, you are that fucking stupid. At that point, I don't like it.
Like, hey, did the South win the war? Like, yeah,
No,
we
they
did.
didn't, and I know, or they did. They totally won, and I don't care what you think or what the books say.
No,
That's
I've been
fucking
asked
dumb.
these questions. All right, so it's
Yeah,
like
okay,
Okay,
sure.
I
Maybe
think
someone doesn't know
worse
history.
than
when
a
it's
stupid
spelling, it's one
person is
thing.
a
All right, but
fool.
when it's like stupid shit.
All right. For the viewers of this podcast, I guess if you want to give Jolly some practice, ask her some questions or ask Richard and me because Riddle's fucking out.
No, you can ask questions. Like we'll
Don't
definitely
ask
go through.
quote unquote dumb ones.
Like if it's
Oh,
not a question that you can figure out with common knowledge, like which way does the wind blow? Like, am I a fucking god? Look it up.
yo, maybe
We're
you did.
entitled. This is
Maybe you went to
total troll
college.
bait for the comments.
College for
Maybe you
what?
went to
Wind
college
blowing?
and took a meteorology class, and you know how fucking wind works. Who would have? I took meteorology in fucking college.
Yeah, here, let
Like,
me just
ask
throw some
me.
leaves in the wind. Okay, it's going due east at 100 knots.
Actually, it has to do with temperature and pressure changes. But you know what? And rotation,
But
along
that's
with the
my
jet
point. You
stream.
know this, but when
Right.
it's just random people that just walk up and ask stupid questions.
Maybe you look knowledgeable with your wizard beard. But you know what? Clearly, you don't want to be Gandalf. That's fine. I'll
Sometimes
take your job.
Oh, I'm sorry. Under this beard, there's a fist with a fucking finger. All right.
No, I was thinking like an encyclopedia, perhaps like a thesaurus. And
you have heard of rhetorical questions, though, right, Riddle? Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes.
every question that's ever been asked, rhetorical or not, he comes up with a response. Fuck you! You should know that answer.
I don't know. What's a rhetorical question?
A question that doesn't need
That
a
was a
response
rhetorical
or answer.
question, Randy.
I'm gonna fight you. That's it. Okay. Down in the chats below, we're gonna have a match between Tennessee and New York. Who wins? Leave in the comments below.
More people move here than they do there.
Is it
I
going to
don't
be a
give a
wrestling
shit.
match?
I mean,
Come
maybe
on.
you want to oil up, Riddle. Me and you, we can.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cheaper living plus
cheap.
it's an
I was
environmental
saying
state.
fight,
So we have
boxing.
nothing
What
but...
the fuck are you talking about? Financials and the economy and standards of living. This
Oh,
motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm supposed to make your state look better.
You're supposed to know. That's a stupid question. You're supposed.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it, Randy?
I've got a question for y'all.
Yo, yeah, let's go, Richie.
Yo, you're from
Let's go.
California. Y'all isn't in your dictionary, all right?
He's allowed to say whatever he wants. It's America.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Daddy, go ahead.
So, what do you think is worse, a stupid person or a fool?
I
Stupid
feel
person.
like it's like. I don't know. I think a fool. I think a fool is worse than a stupid
A
person.
fool, I think.
No,
I
a
think
fool
a
could be
fool.
smart. A fool could play
A
a
f-
fool to fool you.
Okay, but at the end of the day,
A
there's
fool
still
could
a
jump
fool.
off a bridge for
Because here's the thing.
$100.
I
You
feel
know?
like
Well, if you got a hammer and you throw it at the water before you hit the ground, then you're good.
Unlike a stupid person who's incapable of doing better, a fool should know better.
chooses,
and-
yeah.
Exactly. Or fails to do better.
A fool
I
has
think they're
all the
worse.
information that they need to do what they do, but they choose impulsively, arrogantly, and with no logic or rationale. Like if someone's actually like, and I'm stupid. I don't know if the stupid's
Yeah,
a
but
great word,
that's
but
what
like,
makes fools better. They're easier and quicker to die.
wow, you guys are just
Holy
like
shit.
a fucking bright light of a shining light
Fine.
of
You know
fucking
what?
hope
You
in
know what's a bright moment? Florida man.
Florida. Is it time?
That out.
Okay, so Florida man, if you guys don't know, Florida man basically, no matter what you do, type in Florida man on Google and the day of the day. And since today's December 18th, I'm going to look this up. All right. 18th.
16th, not the
18th,
18th.
just run
Oh,
with it.
Friday. Sorry.
You fucking assholes. All right. Anyways,
Common
give us the
knowledge.
program. If you find
Okay,
this
let me type this
podcast
in.
episode irritating, leave it in the comments below.
Okay, Florida man
Anyway,
tries to pay for fast food with a bag of weed.
nice. Okay.
It was at a
Ah,
McDonald's. Okay, a Florida man is in jail for trying to pay
of
for his
course.
food at McDonald's drive-through with a bag of marijuana.
Okay. All
The
right.
McDonald's
I
worker
mean,
refused, and Gallagher drove off, only to return for a short time later. He went through the drive-through for a second time, and the police were there. Police say they noticed a heavy heavy odor of marijuana. They even wrote
odor.
this wrong. It's odor
Florida.
of
Florida.
marijuana emitting from the car, and found approximately 11 grams. Gallagher told police
Wow.
he did
Okay.
offer the drugs in exchange for food, but he did it as a joke. The police did not find it funny and charged him with marijuana possession and driving under the influence.
I think it's kind of funny. You know what? Like, if I worked at McDonald's, I'm not even gonna lie. I'd take that bag of weed, and then I'd pay it up in cash myself.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
I was gonna get drive through, but then I got high.
I was gonna pay with it too, and I know why.
I don't get why
What,
Florida
man?
gets made fun of
Because I
so
was
much
high.
lately.
Because Florida does the craziest shit,
There's
And
no shortage of stupid and crazy anywhere.
yeah, but you never hear of like West Virginia man,
Yes.
or Utah.
It's a
Yeah, yeah,
trend.
yeah.
It's
Right.
just a
So,
trend.
I mean, you
so
usually hear
sorry
from
to
New
the state
York.
of Florida.
From New York, you hear New York man eats wife.
What the fuck? I don't ever hear that shit. I hear that in Florida, man. You got that? What was it years ago with that dude eating, doing bath salts and eating a dude's face off?
Turned into a zombie. Okay, no one heard what you
I
just
can't
said,
hear
but
you
what he was
anymore.
saying was a Florida man did bath salts and started eating people.
Yeah,
Good God.
I remember
they
that.
ate
My
the homeless
sister was
dude's
so
face.
scared.
Yeah, that's Florida for you, man. Like, you know what I think it is? I think it's like the combination of humidity with the heat. It just makes it way too hot that just brains start boiling and they do crazy shit down
Which is
there.
Like
brains
the
boiling,
Middle
which is
East.
why it's perfect for retirement homes.
Oh, that's so fucked. I'm not sending my family down there. Florida's such a fuck state. Like, with all due
Send them to
respect to Florida, of
Tennessee.
course, but like, no, dude, like you send your family down there to die. Like, what?
Sandy beaches and no brains. Yeah, makes sense.
You
Oh,
just gotta find a good nursing home.
oh God,
Those
nursing
exist.
home.
Well, Jelly has
Um,
experience in that field. Nursing homes. Jelly, what do you recommend? Like,
Well,
what's some like
um,
quotas? Like they gotta be.
personally, I wouldn't look for like a big nursing facility. I would look for caregiving. Nursing homes, it's literally a ginormous building, and there's like one nurse per like 60 patients.
Oh
So
God.
you honestly don't get the care that
I'd have to.
you want your family to get. And
Yeah.
it's not technically, the nurse's fault. That's a lot of people for one person. Uh,
So one nurse for
you
60
want
yeah, you heard it
patients.
here.
you want to look for a home that's more like private in-home care, where it's just like where I worked. It's literally, it's home cooked meals. It's like basically living in your home, like where they plan, where family would rather die is somewhere that they feel comfortable and at home. You get more one-on-one care in like a assistant living is what you want. Assistant living, not nursing homes. In
Okay,
my
Yeah.
opinion. In
but
my opinion. You guys can send them where the fuck you want if you have money, but
yeah. So you said one nurse for 60 patients.
it's a little exaggerated, but I've heard people who
I mean,
get
I'm
like
just
one.
saying, like, if I have to wait all day for a hand job from a nurse, I don't want to go. That just seems like a waste.
At that point, you might as well get, a girlfriend,
I
husband,
mean, at that
wife,
point, she might as well just change
boyfriend,
my
whatever.
diaper.
Or you might as well just
Yo,
smoke
you
crack
might as,
and
you
do
might
it
as,
yourself.
you might as well be like Ozzy Osbourne, right? Like, Sharon, my ass ain't gonna wipe itself.
Sends in her stepson.
Well, they have a lot of money, so
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's why
Yeah.
you get a Louvre?
I'm sorry. What?
A what?
No, what the fuck? It's another word. I just can't think of it.
Why don't you
Oh, you should
Google it?
ask
Look it
someone
up
what
on your
it is.
phone.
No, because I know what it is. Just can't think of it.
Yeah, clearly, you can't tell
Oh,
us.
yeah.
toilet shoots water up your butt.
A
Oh, a
bidet?
bidet?
Yeah,
A
there you
fucking
go.
lube? What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Well,
All
you have
right.
to understand, once people get dementia or Alzheimer's, they can't even get to the toilet.
What you trying to say, Jelly? I got dementia?
Yo, maybe.
Probably. Here's
All
another
that
one
shit in the
ironic.
water you drinking. Oh man.
So, have
You
you
know,
guys ever had macaroni and hot dogs?
wait, what the fuck? We just went from Alzheimer's. Wait, okay, please elaborate. Like little macaroni pasta and then just some hot dogs in it, or like
Mac and
cheese, or
Yeah,
cheese, or
Mac
you
and
could do it
cheese with
like baked
hot dogs.
oh,
macaroni.
mac and cheese with hot dogs. Okay,
what about
yo,
baked beans
fucking
and hot dogs?
Wait, what?
Baked
yeah,
beans and hot dogs? Beanie weenies?
yeah,
Yeah, I've had that.
yeah. That's cool. All right, guys. Here's
Anything
a
you like
question because
wieners
this
in,
is getting a
Randy?
little weird. Wait, what?
Anything you like wieners in, Randy?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Blankets.
I
All right, yo, guys. What is the weirdest thing that you guys think you eat? Like some weird combination. Like for example, one of my friends eats hamburgers and he puts fucking peanut butter on them.
That
Yeah,
Ew!
yeah,
that's weird.
It's actually
yeah.
not
That's
bad.
fucking weird. So now you guys are up to the fucking plate. Let's go.
Yo, peanut
I
butter's
don't
not
do
bad.
pregnant weird. Sorry.
Weirdest thing I've eaten?
Like a combo that you like that is considered not normal or gross or whatever. I feel like everyone has something to some degree.
I mean, I mix like all my condiments together.
To make some super overpowered flavored paste.
No, it's like mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and hot sauce.
Okay, all right. I mean,
I don't think
all
that's
right,
that bad. You get the same
yeah,
thing when you get a hamburger. You know, all your
yeah,
condiments are inside.
yeah.
Um, I can't really
Okay,
say anything because I'm Asian, so I eat a lot of weird things that people don't normally eat. So
okay. Well, this was a great fucking jumping off point, Richard. You got
Uh,
something?
I don't think I really have anything. I'm pretty
Oh,
boring that way. The weirdest thing I could come close to is peanut butter and honey sandwiches, but
That's not weird.
that's yeah, that I don't think of that as weird. It's really
Fine,
fucking good,
Randy.
especially when
Apple
yeah.
it's
pie with a
toasted.
cheese slice.
Okay. See, there you
Oh,
go. Was that that
oh,
fucking hard? Okay, that's
I
gross, and
got
I
it.
respect the shit out of that.
Bacon
I got it
brownies.
now.
Wait, wait.
being
Frozen
salty though,
cheesecake.
I don't think that's that bad.
It's
Oh,
it's delicious.
I do frozen cheesecake, but I take it out the microwave after it's been frozen solid in the freezer and put it in for 7 seconds and then eat it that way, if that counts.
Ugh, that hurts my teeth just thinking about it.
Oh,
I
it's really
okay,
fucking good.
cool. Here's what I do, and like it's not necessarily what I eat, but it's how I eat it. I'm fucking strange, dude. So you guys like milk and cookies, right?
No,
Eh.
Who here can argue with it, right? It's pretty like
Yeah.
a standard thing.
no.
But I don't dip my cookies at all. I'm this weird fuck who will literally get a giant fucking mug of milk. I'll take like an entire box of cookies and I'll shove them in the mug and I'll mash them with a fucking spoon.
Ew.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm disgusted by the fact that I do this. And then I drink the
Okay.
milk and then I start scooping out the fucking like processed milk cookie crap crumbs at the bottom with a spoon.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I've seen that happen. Like I've seen chefs do it to make something.
Oh no, I just do it to eat it because I'm a
Well, no, but
disgusting
I mean,
lazy fuck who
essentially,
can't dip
it's
a cookie.
edible. It's all gonna get mashed up in your
Yeah.
stomach anyway.
All right. Right. I think it's the delivery.
That
It's
reminds
it's
me, I eat
easier for you to
cereal
eat, so you
without
do it that
milk.
way.
I
I
Who?
have
refuse to
teeth
eat
for the
cereal
record.
with milk.
Oh.
I
Oh.
hate soggy bread, so I won't do cereal with milk. Yuck.
Wait. Do you have you guys heard of those people who eat cereal with orange juice?
I've heard
Like,
people of that,
Ew!
or
yeah.
cereal with water.
Oh, that one's
Ew!
I
weird
mean, that's
too.
just a poor
Yeah.
meal. That's just a poor meal, all right.
Oh, you know what's a poor meal? Is Struggalos, which is ice chips and a bowl of water.
Good God.
Good old Struggalos, part of a unbalanced breakfast.
Is
Uh,
that like a Russian meal?
okay. Here's one. What's the most? What's the poorest meal you've ever eaten?
Ramen noodles with boiled eggs.
That's like a delicacy. What the fuck?
Yo,
Uh,
you asked him an answer.
Delicacy.
He gave you or question. He gave you an answer. You
No,
accept the answer.
I accept it. I
You
mean,
judging
it's
answers, you
delicious as
judging
fuck.
fuck.
I have to
Mine
judge.
was leftover mashed potatoes with hot Cheetos, and I mushed it all together, so I had some kind of crunch in it.
Yo, if you had foil, I would have fried that bitch up into like a potato cake.
Hmm. I've
Innovation,
heard
man.
it.
Ooh.
And then like leftover chicken sticks from like 2 weeks that I put in my fridge.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
wow,
that's
yo,
not
that's
poor.
kind of that's just
That's.
like dangerous.
Yo, you tiptoeing the line over here.
This fucking girl, she's like, you know what's really good? The salmonella.
Yo, she walked to the edge, looked down, and was
Okay,
like,
let me tell
"Sub
you.
salad."
So you know how gas stations they sell like those convenience foods like taquitos or like the
Yeah.
buffalo
Wait, it was
stick. Yeah.
that?
So I had not the taquitos. I had the chicken stick, right? The buffalo stick chicken thing. And
Okay.
I had it and I didn't eat it and I left it in my fridge for like a little bit and we didn't have any
A little
meat.
bit, 2 weeks.
So that's I like heated that up and like mixed it with something and I
Wait.
ate
This is
it.
I
like
don't,
double
Jelly. I don't
danger.
think you're helping your statement
This
at
is
all.
double danger. Not only did you eat it 2 weeks later, but it came from
It
a
was
gas
gas
station.
station food. Yeah, Jelly, you're acting like, well, hang on, guys, I can make this better. Like, it's not that bad. It's only gas station meat.
Well,
Like,
you
this is
I,
guys,
probably like a
you guys
body.
said the poorest thing you ate.
I used to go to this gas station where that was within walking distance. It had this great fried chicken. I didn't know better at the time that gas station meat is actually kind of dangerous. This wasn't even that long ago, and I was going until I had the worst case of food poisoning I'd ever had. I mean, it wasn't like super nasty or anything, but yeah, I had the chicken, and then later on, I was meet up with a fuck buddy of mine, and we were going out to dinner first, and well, actually, it was after.
You
But
got meat
anyway,
before you got meat. The fuck
I
you doing, bro?
I could not eat dinner there, and normally I eat like a maniac, but I just couldn't eat at all. And when as I was getting or driving home, I was starting to get. I didn't realize at the time I was starting to get fever chills, and by the time I got home, I was shaking so hard my body was aching all over just from shaking, and my teeth were banging against each other because I was chattering so hard. God,
So we
I
went
was
from poor meals to sick meals.
yeah.
Yeah, I
When
was
I
gonna say, I'm like, so luck of the day,
Anyway,
folks. Is
Randy,
if
your turn.
I was just gonna say, don't eat gas station food. That's where fucking start.
What's
No,
the poorest
man.
meal you've ever eaten?
The poorest meal is I couldn't buy new groceries, so I had leftover stuffing that was just 3 days old, and that was a dinner.
That's not bad.
3 days
That's
old.
not
Oh,
poor.
and no, and then I added like a can of corn into it.
Okay, that's
So
not poor. That's innovation. Like Jelly's is
that
innovation. Richard's has been
Riddle,
innovation.
Riddle, you just fucking eat everything. You think everything's innovation, except for
No,
gas station
I
food.
said poor. All right,
Yo, that is fucking poor. I couldn't afford
ketchup,
groceries.
ketchup and bread sandwiches.
yeah.
Ew. I'm not
I
that
don't.
poor.
Yeah, some of us have standards. We'd rather starve than.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that
but when you're 6 years old and you got three other brothers and you live in a poor household, that's where it's
Yeah.
bad.
No, you just commit crimes and just steal from places. That's you got to have a standard for yourself. You know what, Ro? Come live with me. I'll feed you.
hell, I probably would have
I'm probably the
prostituted
best one
myself
off
out
out
at
of my
that
entire
age.
family
Ugh,
now, so
just for
I did do
food.
better. So Randy,
That's
I
good.
don't need
You're
no
like
goddamn
Aladdin.
handout, bitch.
You're like Aladdin. You're like climbing up in the world. Now you
Yeah.
went from eating apples and sand to like whatever you want, man.
Apples
A
and
whole
sand.
new
You just thought
world.
Aladdin.
Oh my
What'd you
god.
think? You just Aladdin out there with a spoon, like I
Oh
guess I'll
fuck
have
yeah,
to
dude! You
commit to
know your
this.
stomach hurts bad enough. You gotta put something in there. Yo, sand's a good filler. Whatever. Fuck it,
What
dude.
do? Get some goat milk and put it in a bowl too?
Maybe. Who the fuck knows? Speaking of sand, did you guys know that a big portion of sand in the world is actually like fish poop?
I
It's
Yeah,
thought it
fucked
was
up.
mountains.
it's fish
So
poop and it's bones.
yeah, it's coral eaten by a certain breeds of parrotfish, and when they eat the shit, it crumbles all up and digests, and then they shit out sand. How
I thought it was
fucking
You,
mostly
you
mountains
know,
that
in
you can
Minecraft,
look it
if you
up. It's
put
pretty quick
sand in a oven, you make glass.
because science is cool. It's
Like
actually
Richard,
how they make glass
So
in
Richard,
general.
what Randy's saying is, if you go outside and you find some sand, lick it, because 10 times, like 10% of the time, you'll be eating bone.
parrotfish shit. Yeah, bro.
No,
Like,
I suck boners. I don't eat them.
Well, go outside with a straw then.
I
Suck the sand.
you're just
No,
like gonna convince
it
Richard
almost
for
be
the
like
next
you're.
6
It'd
hours.
almost be like you were sucking off an old dude.
That is that what it's like? Is that
How would
really?
you know what that is like, Riddle?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh, good
No,
point. Yes,
whoa.
Riddle. How much you been getting
Next
paid for that?
episode is Riddle's secret double life.
This is how he really was able to afford better food.
All right, so let me ask y'all a
Oh,
question. Okay, let me ask y'all a question.
oh god! All right.
All right, so I want to know what's the most traumatic high school experience you've ever had?
Oh god, I got one for you.
All right,
That
we'll go.
was bad. All right, so in high school, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, like in high school, especially for I don't know how it is for girls. I can't speak for them, but for boys, like you get hard-ons all the fucking time, right? Like you
Uh,
could just sit there and like Friday pizza day sent rolls in through the classroom and you get a hard on. It's just fucked up like that. Okay. So meanwhile, I'm sitting behind this chick in class, and she was just, she dressed like such a little smut, but like she made it work. And that G string sticking up in the air, like up her back, and I could see it, dude. It was a problem. So this day, I'm sitting there, and oh man, I'm full fledged. I'm like pitching 10, and it's oral report day, and so I get called Mr. Gordon. I look up and my face, oh dude, my face went pale. I could feel it. I got the cold sweats. So like, it's your turn for your oral report. And I look at the teacher. I'm like, Miss, is it okay if I like wait? She's like, no, we're doing that alphabetically order for names. You gotta go do it, or you could take an F. Just everyone's just staring at me. I
yeah, you
stand
take
up,
the
and
F.
all I'm doing is looking past my boner towards my feet and the floor. I walk over to the front of class and I start going. I'm like, today's my oral report, and I'm just like speeding through as fast as I can. She cuts me off and she's like, Mr. Gore, go sit down. And I took the walk of shame all the way back to my desk, pulled up my hood, and oh no, I was like ready to like quit my high school career.
Now, fuck that. You go out like a champ, be like, yo, you know what caused this? Her panties are showing.
Her
Teacher,
G
get
string.
her ass out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a bad influence
She's
on me. I'm just a
distracting me from
student.
learning, bitch.
Yeah, take the victim card.
Yeah, you play the victim.
Yeah.
Uh, anyway, Richard, go.
I've got two, I guess. I'm not sure which one would be more. One of them, there's this really hot Italian teacher I had in one of my classes, and he liked giving hugs. And of course, because he was hot and he liked giving hugs. I popped a boner every goddamn time he did, or if I thought about it. And so I had always had to run back to my fucking desk to hide the fact that I had a raging boner because he gave me a hug and I loved every fucking minute of it, and had to, of course, pretend that I didn't. The other one was we had to do this science project, and it was where you had to do a bottle rocket thing. You launch the bottle, but you have to keep the egg inside from breaking. It's attached to the end, and
Oh, I've
you have to
done
pad
that.
it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I had no idea what to do to keep it from breaking, and one of the teachers in the other class gave me an idea. So, and it was a group project thing, but I had to do most of the work. Of course, so took the advice and used a Kotex pad to pad it and try to keep it
Oh,
from
you
breaking.
fucking cheat.
It didn't work, and when it landed, of course, the whole thing fell apart. And so I was running there trying to pick it up and hide it so no one could see what I used to try to pad it. But it was too late. One of the guys saw it, and it's like, "What? You used a Kotex pad?" And they all just busted out laughing their asses off, and like,
All
"Oh yeah, extra absorbent, dude."
right. On a side note, on that, I used styrofoam, and we were dropping it off from a really big height, so I attached a parachute to it, but it was made out of newspaper, so it didn't really work. But it survived.
Oh, Wait, hold the fuck up. Are we talking about those egg projects where like
You have
you
to
gotta
drop an
raise it
egg.
as your own kid? Oh, you gotta
No, no,
drop the egg.
you drop the egg and you try
Uh,
not to let it break. They basically wanted to see, ooh, are they smart enough to protect an egg from dropping?
okay. Yeah, I'm sitting here listening, and like for some reason it didn't connect in my mind's like, when you gotta get the egg in class and take care of it like a baby and make sure it doesn't crack. I'm like, they get these baby eggs and they're just toss them off fucking buildings. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Jelly?
What was the question again?
High
What
school
was
experience. Worst.
like the embarrassing, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
worst. Like, it don't matter.
Ugh. High school was fine for me. Actually, no, I won't go into my middle school. Okay, fine. I'll say high school, I was in a band concert and I was fucking around like a dumbass. And I was like doing this weird skipping motion. And I knew in my head, I'm gonna fucking fall on my ass. And I still did it though. And I fell and fell on top of my clarinet and I smashed my the bottom of my clarinet bell. Which is, a clarinet is a wooden instrument. It's not cheap, right? So, so everybody just fucking looked at me like, dude, you just broke your fucking instrument. And I was like, yep, I did. And then I borrowed someone's clarinet bell and I never gave it back.
So the moral of the story: don't give Jelly shit.
I just thought of another one.
No.
Don't give her your clarinet bells. She'll fucking steal it from you.
For me, I mean, I don't really have like bad experiences from high school. I moved around a lot, so I guess the worst experiences was just starting over. Like in ninth grade, I
Being the
moved
new kid all the time.
well, ninth grade alone, I was in 5 different high schools.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I moved around a lot for a little bit
But
there too, so I get that.
Oh, are we talking about? Oh,
well,
sorry.
just worst experience. Like I don't have
Can I
really
tell you
any
my worst
embarrassing moments
experience?
because I was
I
always
thought it
Eh,
was the
around it.
clarinet bell.
No, I didn't. I thought it was embarrassing moments.
Girl,
If
you
I
just said embarrassing or just
if
bad.
I was to, okay, if I was to say worst experience, it's gonna be middle school. So, middle school, I was cutting myself in middle school because I had a very problematic childhood that involved my stepdad molesting me. So I was cutting myself and I was entrusting my close friends with information, just like, shit that was going on with my family. And basically somebody had told the school and the school got involved and like they told me I had to go up to the office and all this shit and like I never cried in front of my friends and I was just standing in line in my class and my friends like, what's wrong? And I literally like just burst out crying, just like, all this shit that happened. I got school's calling me and all this stuff. So basically I had to go to the office and CPS was called and they were asking me questions. They took pictures of my cuts and they're asking me if anything else is happening in the home. And so basically the end of what's the last grade in middle school? 8th grade?
Yeah,
Seventh grade?
eighth.
Basically the end of 8th grade. Uh, sorry about my dog. I had to live in friends' houses because I could not be in the same home as my stepdad until I moved to San Diego.
Damn.
That was one of my worst moments in school where people found out about shit
Yeah, but I mean,
and I
it
was
was a
bumming
good
around.
thing, though, right? Like, because if no one had found out, it'd just keep going.
Pretty much.
So,
Like, obviously I'm thankful, but at the same time it's sort of embarrassing that uh a lot of things happened that obviously I'm in a better place now, but it's just the process of getting here was very you get to see who gives a shit about you during these times that it happened.
Yeah.
And like, obviously it's a lot true when, people really protect a lot of even if they did something bad, a lot of people protect a lot of the bad things that people do.
Yeah. don't get that. I think, if I remember correctly, that was a lot worse a generation or two ago. People went out of their way to cover it up and just pretend it didn't happen.
Pretty much.
Right. On a much lighter note, if 4 billion people died tomorrow, just 4 billion people, half the population, do you
Oh,
think
that's
we'd be?
really positive.
Yeah, hold on. Do you think we'd be better off or worse off?
Well,
Does it matter who's dying, or is it just random pick?
Uh,
I mean,
random.
obviously random. You're going to pick 4
Oh, well,
million
then I
people.
probably might be one of the 4 billion, so I can't say.
Wow, if that's the outlook you
point.
want to be. No,
You guys are killing me tonight. We're supposed to be funny and entertaining. People are going to be crying after this.
Yeah, I
Just
think
listen.
this is a little bit too dark for that.
Okay, all I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
what the
okay,
fuck?
hold on.
On a lighter note, if everyone fucking died that you knew and loved.
Hold on.
Fucking
Let
asshole.
me explain. All right, Black Plague hit. 25 million
Okay.
people died. Right,
Okay.
1/3 of the
Right.
population.
They
From
Okay.
got their
that,
flu shot.
it took like 300 years, but we hit a stride in like discoveries. Right, like one after
Okay.
the other. Sort of like
Okay.
okay. Then like let's say World War II. 75 million people died. And right after we hit an industrial era where we were just pumping out new technologies one after the other, after the other, after the other. So my question was, if half the population was to disappear tomorrow,
Mhm.
somewhere down the line, do you think we'd be better off for it?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I don't at all. I think, don't get me wrong, the Earth is definitely overpopulated, but you know what's worse than overpopulation? And maybe not worse, but you know what's it's equally not as good is if you take an overpopulated planet and a world that is accustomed to world being overpopulated, right? The society being overpopulated, and then you just cut a big plethora and chunk. Yeah, you've created all these jobs, but you've created a demand where it needs a certain amount of people, and we can't accommodate that.
It would
Like,
be a
what
huge disruption to
yeah,
everything.
like as a society and as a species, we're not used to drastic change. We're not good at that. We don't adapt well to that. So it would be total fucking chaos. Crime rates would go up because there wouldn't be enough people monitoring, like versus a region. Wars would probably break out because other countries would be like, hey, this country is now very limited in its population. We could just take it easily. It would totally disrupt the entire planet. Food. You got to think about food and like how many workers are actually involved in factories and farming and all this stuff and production of it.
We
Like
could just
a
eat
lot of skills
people.
would be gone. Yeah,
I mean,
Jelly, we would just start eating people. I mean,
I'll eat
whoa,
the other 4 billion
whoa,
people.
yeah, yeah,
whoa, hold on.
fucking
It would
Look,
pooping
create
rain.
multiple
I
power
said people,
vacuums
not
too.
animals. So all the animals will still be there. But think about this: Roman history, when it the fall of Roman history,
Um,
right? As soon as it fell, like they basically disappeared off the map, right?
yeah, right.
All their technology disappeared with it.
Okay, right,
It
sure.
it's but there was no like major disruption. All right,
But that's one
everything went back
localized
to and
area versus the entire world. You
one
just said the entire world.
localized area. You're talking about 1/3 of the planet.
Okay, the Roman Empire doesn't make up for Asia, doesn't make up for North America, South America,
You
Africa.
realize they had like half of Asia. They
Okay,
owned
you're
so
talking
much
across the
land.
entire planet.
Yes, Roman Empire owned more than you think.
Okay, did they own the entire planet? Did they have planes? Did they have it doesn't matter if they're technology, it's a different world then you can't compare it.
Okay,
That's
what
apples
I'm
and oranges.
saying is it went back from being highly advanced, all of a sudden everything's gone, everything went back to primitive for a couple hundred years, and then boom, everything just
Oh,
it's like it
okay.
was basically like overnight, just boom.
So
Okay,
that
right,
was
but that's an entire
disruption,
society
though.
you're talking
That
about
was a big
disappearing.
disruption.
Our entire society
Technological
wouldn't
advantage
disappear.
lost.
I mean, wouldn't it though? Like,
No, it wouldn't.
let's say anyone over the age of 65 disappeared.
Okay, right.
Okay, everyone in prisons disappeared,
Okay, cool. You're
and
changing it up, but okay. All right, go ahead.
I'm changing it up because take away non-essentials, people, and then take away all the old
Holy
people with
shit.
the old thoughts. No,
Okay, right.
if you have the people with the old thoughts gone, then you have all these new
Okay.
people with new solutions coming forward that can actually get
Mm,
stuff through instead of
mm.
being shot down every fucking 5 seconds they turn around.
Okay.
Well, think
Okay,
about it.
But you're saying
you
an
can't.
entire, you literally just said an entire civilization would disappear, but it wouldn't. We also have the internet. We have books. We have, how you're talking on the knowledge side. We have what Romans probably, we had a more sophisticated version of recording history and knowledge compared to the Romans. Like I said, apples and oranges. They didn't have what we have today. And sure, they had technological advances, and a lot of those, remnants kind of like turned to ruin and disappeared forever, but they didn't have what we do. And there's a difference between an entire single society disappearing off the map or a general selection. Like if Thanos snapped his fingers and did like half the population of the entire planet, that's very different than an entire society.
I mean, we could just call it the Thanos effect.
The Thanos effect.
What were you gonna
But you're
say,
okay. So
Joey?
you're saying you want the people, the younger generation now, to try to run this world. I was like, you have fucking people here who fucking want to eat organic because they're like healthy. It's just fucking vegetables. Just
Guess
eat
what?
whatever the fuck you want.
Guess what? When they die, they die.
But you're
I
saying the
don't
only
get the
people that
question
are
here.
dying
This
is
is
the
all
old
over the
people and the
place.
people in the prisons and non-essentials. You said you want the young people now to innovate the new world and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, people who are crying because they can't fucking get an iPhone 10.
Rating people non-essential is setting an extremely dangerous precedent. That's something I wouldn't. That could easily lead to dissolution of society. That's how World War II got started.
Okay,
People
fine.
deciding that
As a
stupid
final
people
question,
and
and we'll
certain
take the
races
next
were
5 minutes
non-essentials.
to try to do this. I'll ask one question. You tell me either. Okay, if we got rid of anyone born between 1999 and now, or we got rid of anyone born between 1971 and below,
Mhm.
which group? Boomers or
I would say that.
next gen? Which one would actually contribute more to a better society as of a whole right now
Mhm.
if we got rid of them?
It'd be impossible to say.
Yeah, based on speculation, based on my personal belief, because there's no factual way to argue this, whatever this hypothetical is. I would say get rid of the new generation.
Yeah, the new generation is just fucking crazy. They're all pussies.
They're all super sensitive. They don't understand the value of a dollar.
I'd rather stick with old traditional than new and fucking pussies.
I mean, I don't mind taking away their I don't mind taking away their participation trophies.
Isn't that a common thing though in societies where the older generations don't approve of the newer ones? It was the same for our generation.
Oh, we're becoming older.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like we're part of the generation where we're like, fuck you, but we're seeing what they're seeing, and we hate them already.
Yeah, can't we? What does that say about our generation then? Can't we do a little bit better than the previous ones? And
Well,
We could always do
isn't
better.
your generation different than our generation though?
yeah,
Oh,
Aren't you a
yeah, we
borderline
can
boomer?
look down our noses at your generation. And a lot of us do, and I don't think we should. I think we should do better than that.
I mean, obviously, it's each generation's job to do better than the previous one, but whether they do it or not, I mean, that's
It's,
kind of the deal.
yeah, so no pressure, guys.
Okay.
No pressure.
Anyway,
Oh, we're already fucking up. We didn't do great.
no queefing.
No question.
Anyway,
Cool.
thanks for watching this episodes of Noobs and Boob, and hope you see you next week, Christmas time.
Enjoy this
For the
roller
next.
coaster, and I'll see you later.
Oh, and if you're depressed, call Jelly.
Yeah, call.
I'll give you a pep talk. I'll give you a pep talk first, and then
Yeah.
make you feel like shit afterwards.
No, how about you just bypass that entirely? Come talk to Randy
She's
and Richard.
basically
The
the
couple
time.
are.
What she's saying is she's gonna rub your back when you gotta throw up, and then stick her fingers down your throat.
Or punch you in the back of the head. One of
Give
the options.
pep talks in
Hey,
leather
I
outfit
care a
with,
lot about people. It's just
Just not you.
please. No, I do. I care. I'll care about you, but then if you're gonna throw everything back at my face, then don't bother.
Okay, let's not get into that. Okay, have a
All
good night.
right. Bye,
Anyway,
guys.
see you guys later,
bye bye.
bitches.